I think it's only right that we do a triple header for the final games of the season. We have United, we have Arsenal finishing off the Premier League, and then we have the UEFA Cup final against Fiorentina. Let's get into it. I think the first thing to point out is this is a different shirt. It is a different day. They aren't the same as the last episode, which it may come across as. Or was it the F1? Can't remember. Might have been F1 Manager had the similar shirt on. This week at some point I've had a similar shirt on. This is a different one. My point is becoming invalid now. We have these last three games that you can't quite see off the screen at the bottom here to go. United, Arsenal, Fiorentina, as I just said. We have a look at the Premier League table. You can see we are currently in third, behind second by 1 point, which is Liverpool. Arsenal are behind and actually can't get ahead of us now with 2 games. They are 10 points behind. So we're pretty secure. We can lose and get fourth. Would rather not that, and I would rather keep third and maybe even get second. It has been an intense season for Blackburn, and as you guys saw last time with the Benfica semi-final, a very, very much hit and miss and very close game, in fact. What I would love to know, guys, is if you want to see an overview of the season, some of the players as a separate episode, let me know. And most likely, if you don't want to see that, just briefly cover it at the start of season 2. Yeah, so please make sure to comment down below. Our first game against United, this is the squad we're going for. A lot of these players you guys may not have seen much of because we've covered a lot of UEFA Cup games and they're not registered for that. So we've got the likes of Thierry Henry in there, we've got Barry Ferguson, and we've got Hertsche, I think that's how you say it, and Hofland. I'm never going to get that name right, I don't think, in the end. But yeah, these guys have been top quality for us throughout this second half of the season, and I think they will continue in that vein. So here are the lineups. Solskjaer, Alex Alves, not heard of him. We've got Giggs, Scholes, Keane, Beckham. We've got Wes Brown in there and Van der Go. So I don't know. Schmeichel's on the bench. Don't know if he's maybe had a knock or something. First one, see Ferdinand, Neville, O'Shea, but all on the bench. Eric Addo as well. It's a pretty hefty squad we're coming up against. Let's just hope we can at least do ourselves justice against the current champions. And it is a highlight to kick the game off, so let's see what can Gustav and Neri do down that left-hand side. Ferguson tries to locate Janssen on the overlap through the defence, but it doesn't work. And now Scholes driving on through, finds Giggs on the left, and I'm thinking this is going to be United, but no. Hurst cleared it as far as Perez, who then headed it back in the middle. Now United have got 4 or 5 players on the edge of the box. Scholes playing it about a little bit. Finds Nesta. Solskjaer. It's poorly hit to Beckham, but Beckham does nearly get that over the keeper, and it just grazes the crossbar. United once again with the free kick this time, though. And he throws it forward. Alex Alves right on the edge there. Doesn't get to it. And oh my god. Right with the first save. Hofland with a save on the line from that high ball coming over. And Wright tried to get to it again. What a mess that is. So we're going to start regrouping when possessions are lost. And we're going to try and distribute to the fullbacks. Well, the wing back straight away now. And just see if we can produce something a bit different. We've been out of possession. We've not really any shots so far. Perez doing well down this right-hand side, linking up with the rest of the team. Ferguson, as a box-to-box midfielder, can find Perez on the edge there. I have a little bit of a lag, but it's gone on through. Perez with a low cross to Janssen, and Janssen on the first time touch puts that in the bottom corner against Van der Gouw. And that is 1-0 to Blackburn at Old Trafford. That is what we like to hear. Look at this play. Perez just on the edge there. Gets it through the whole defence. I'm surprised nobody picked that up. And Janssen, nicely as you like, slots that in. A corner from McKinley. He swings it into the near post. It is cleared by Keane. And actually Scholes is the one to recover it. He sends it forward to Solskjaer, who holds it up for the rest of the team to come forward. Giggs and Alves linking up. He's going to go further out wide. It is Beckham. Can he swing across in? This is where we've been weak, but Hirsch does a great tackle unfortunately, United recover it once again. Curtis and Keane. Keane's surely going to go for the shot. He does. A weak attempt, though, and it goes just wide of the post. Van der Gouw starting out from the back to Wes Brown, and Man United going a bit differently now. They weren't playing out from the back originally, and they've maybe changed it up a little bit to counter what we're doing. Beckham is absolutely destroyed by Neri, but he again recovers the ball. Beckham really good at that recovery. Well, that's just way over the top by, I think that was Curtis. We've gone straight into another highlight once again. I can't keep up with this. We are playing out on the wings as much as possible. And, well, what a ball from Neri to Janssen. How has he found that? And Janssen scores. It is 2-0. That is a ridiculous assist. All credit to Neri for that one. No chance you'd see that normally. Look at this. So he looks to attempt to go past Alves. Realises he's not going to manage. Swings it forward. Janssen outpaces. I think that's Wes Brown. And he just dinks it to the right of the goalkeeper. 2-0. Giggs starts the highlight starting in our half, which is odd, but we have cleared it. Hoffland to Ferguson. And I had to think about the name there. Thierry Henry with a bit of a knock. Not really been doing much in this game. He's been absent. Gillespie, though, gets it. And straight at Van der Gouw. An easy recovery for the United goalkeeper there. And that has gone straight into half-time. Been a while since we've been to highlight the finishes on the whistle for half-time. And there we go. I think we can give the boys a good positive talk. We start the second half still as the underdogs going off the stats. But ultimately in football, that never matters. And we've had 3 shots on target, with 2 of them being converted into goals. United have been the better team, there's no doubt about that. But they're just not making much of their chances. But as I've said that, I've wished a highlight into existence. Luckily, though, Giggs' corner is straight into the path of right. And we can start playing out from the back, out wide, hopefully, again, where we've been doing well from there. It's up to Janssen, but he doesn't get to that, and turnover possession, but back to us very quickly as Gillespie's found, and it's gone, I think, through the keeper's legs. And that is 3-0 to us. I don't know how I've managed this, and it's probably come through in the audio a little bit. I've had the microphone far away from me, it's not even been close. Great stuff from Gillespie there, and yeah, we are winning the lead even more. Giggs with another corner, and well, it's not being played very well from these set pieces for them. They've given that as possible penalty. Gillespie tackle on Nesta. Nesta struggling there. He's acting all injured, but he still stood up, so if he can stand, he can play. And they've given a penalty. So, can Wright get another penalty save? He has done it in the past for us off camera. Roy Keane steps up. It's not to be. We have conceded, but it is still us in the lead, 3-1. I don't think I'm hoping they're not going to catch us. We've still got 25 minutes. But yeah, Wright sent the wrong way, and that was pretty simple for United. So Miroslav Klose has had a quiet game. We've taken him off for Gallagher. We've also taken off Thierry Henry, who was carrying a knock. And then in the midfield, McKinley was getting a bit tired, so we've brought on McAteer instead. Neri intercepting that cross very well, but the clearance is questionable, and it's gone straight back to United, who are going forward well. Don't get over the top, but Ferguson holds on to it too long, and some messy tackles going on. Giggs does get it past Wright. Wright gets the touch on it, but unfortunately, it's not a strong enough touch, and it is 3-2. I might have to look at the team, see where we're going wrong here. But this is... yeah, we don't want to see things like that. Giggs made easy of a goal for him there. So trying to slow things down a bit now. Hopefully we'll all work out in the end. We've got 10 more minutes to go. We have the corner this time. Gillespie, front post. I can never say, I'm never sure if I'm going to say front post, first post. My mouth just has a bit of a fit trying to say it. We've not managed to take advantage of that set piece. And now, Giggs driving forward once more. So dangerous. We know these United players are dangerous. It's United. And look at that. Oh, I was going to say Solskjaer was on the overlap, kind of sitting on the edge of the defender there. But Giggs went for his own glory and it didn't work out. We go straight, though, into another highlight. And Giggs this time was going forward at some speed. It's blocked, but not far enough. And Hoekstra doesn't get the goal. What a cataclysmic moment in the box there. As I think we're going to have to take Ferguson off now. He is absolutely shattered. Flitcroft to come on for him, but we're still in another highlight. United pushing on now. But Kenna is the one that gets that. Gallagher, I think, might have been onside. And Matt Jansen has cleared it wide. Oh, that should have been a goal. With not even 1 minute, just a couple seconds out to extra time. Wright kind of holding on to it, trying to waste a bit of time. Does boot it forward. Gallagher finds it because I don't know who the defender is, but he's just completely mistimed his jump. And well, that is now 4-2 to us. Surely game is done and dusted now. Some big errors from United today, and I think that's been more of our reason for winning. Look at that, he's just gone for the header far too early, and Gallagher has been given the easiest one-on-one of his life. Full time, and the game goes to us. As said, from the stats, you maybe wouldn't put us as even been in contention there, but United have not done that well. And to be fair, you can see from the rating, it's Dergau that's really hurt them. 5.9 rating for a keeper is not good at all. And well, yeah, we can be happy with that. You can see Liverpool have drawn 0-0 with Nottingham Forest, putting them back down to third. So this game is key. In reality, we have to win against Arsenal if we want to secure second. Otherwise, we risk Liverpool taking that back. And Arsenal actually lost 3-1 to Tottenham in their most recent game. So it is very likely we can do this. So McAteer comes on for Ferguson. He's suspended. Daly comes in for Holshe, the name that I can't pronounce because he was also suspended, both for picking up 5 yellow card. And Damien Duff comes in for Thierry Henry, who still had a knock, which in fact ultimately means that Thierry Henry's last appearance was that game. He's been decent, but I found out after signing him before scouting him that his work rate is at 1, and it doesn't fit our method. You know, we have everyone working really hard in this team, and I'm not prepared to build a team around him that means he doesn't have to do that. So say goodbye to Thierry, and maybe we'll see him in the future as an opponent. Obviously, finishing off the season with a win would be very nice. Ultimately, though, if we finish third, I'm still very happy. It was well above what we expected. We expected to be mid-table, top half, you know, and we've really come out of the blocks with some fire in us, and the approach and the tactic has just really done us well. So I am happy, and I'm not too bothered if we have a quieter game than that United one. Nonetheless, though, I do still want to win. McKinley with a free kick. Puts it into Hoffland, who just puts it over the crossbar. That was a very good first highlight. Right, we play out from the back now. Daly to McAteer, and then straight back into the defence. We are playing a lot of passes, and it's cost us. Arsenal on the break now, and Parlour almost gets it to the right-hand side of Wright, but he does an amazing dive and save. Just that one-hand reach, and another poor pass. We're turning over possession with some shocking passing. So what we're going to do is we're going to bump that up to be more direct, and I think that might help. Very much a quieter game. We're still in second. Liverpool are also still drawing their game as far as I was aware. Let's just quickly look for that. It was down here on the list. Yes, against Leeds United, and they've just come 1-0 up as I talked about it. So they do move back into second. We have been the better team. I would like to see us get something from this. I don't see why we can't. Patrick Vieira has come off. He's looking a bit tired. They have some good players, but nobody's made a difference. Although now that I've put it on attacking, I may have cost us something here as Lumberg goes forward. And what a save. Or it wasn't even a save. It hit the side and it looked like Wright had got to that. We need to find something else in this. Just messed about with the instructions a little bit just to see if we can make anything out of this. Jansen over the free kick. He launches it forward, but David Seaman was always going to get to that one. He was ambitious to score from there. The highlight continues on, and Neri to Duff linking up on the left-hand side. It's put up to Closer, who got a touch on it. Well, it's turned into an unlikely goal there. Jansen's 34th goal of the season. Duff's ball forward, I didn't think was going to land for Closer, but Closer just got the nod on to Jansen. I'd love to see what Closer's goal assist per overall now are, because he must have some decent combination there. I know he's on about 12 goals, must be on 5 or 6 assists at least. Arsenal now with a corner not long after we've just scored, and it's going to be a call for a penalty. It's McKinley this time. Who was it on? I didn't see. Who was that? Number 9. Who is number 9 in the Arsenal team? I cannot remember. It is a penalty awarded. It was a Nicholas Anelka that I think the tackle was on. I should have read the commentary at the bottom. That would have really told us. Petit on the ball. And right goes the correct way, but he doesn't go far enough. And Petit scores. That's his 11th goal of the season. He must be on mostly goals for penalties from that kind of... He's a left back normally, I'm pretty sure. But it is a 1-1 and we go back down to 3rd place, unfortunately. I have to do something else in this one. We've still got more highlights. David Seaman to kick off this one. Forward Parlour is beaten by Neri to the ball, but McCarthy holds up the play and luckily then returns by trying to get the ball back and some help from other players. I wasn't sure actually who helped him there. Damien Duff puts forward. I think Janssen was offside there, so probably not going to go in our favour, but our players are nowhere to be seen. Hoffland on his own and Montenegro surely, yeah, could see that coming. We had been left in no man's land there, and it's because we're attacking, I think. I am going to go back down to positive. Our wing-backs had been pushed so far forward that we were left on weak for the counter-attack. And yeah, that's an unfortunate turnaround. Nonetheless, and I'm going to stop saying nonetheless, that's the common phrase of this episode. We are back on the ball. Duff now, trying to go out wide, but he's tackled by Anelka. Not often you see a forward do a good tackle like that. And he's found, beats Hoffland. Anelka running on through, and he's trying to chip right. Luckily, he didn't get anything from that. On a side note, Nicholas Anelka was the joint top goal scorer with R9 for the World Cup that takes place in the December in this one. I think it was like 14 goals or 18 goals. And now, Arsenal just intercepting everything. I think we're going to have to put down the passing a little bit. Oh, I've interrupted a highlight. This is not going to go well, is it? Anelka, me, it is turned from bad to worse now. 3-1 to Arsenal. Not what I wanted to see. A highlight from kickoff. Sees us with the ball, of course, but is it going to remain in our possession? McCarthy allowing Anelka to constantly get really close. I don't like it. Hoffman and McKinley putting it through the middle, out to Perez, who's on the overlap. Can he find Gillespie in the middle? He doesn't. He gets tackled. Who's getting to that ball first? Luckily, it's Hoffland. Perez and McKinley once again, but Anelka once again tackling our boys, and he's beating us. And now Parlour on the break, right to come out of his box. He's gone for the slide tackle. It's not worked. And Daly has managed to save that, just getting in front of Parlour's shot. And oh my god, this is end-to-end stuff. And Gillespie drives into their box from that. We're still in a highlight. It's got all the way back to Perez, and it ends. It ends there, of course it did. But McKinley with the corner. I feel like it's been non-stop for the last few minutes. And Seaman with a blunder there. Nearly loses out. I think that was Daly that went for the shot. Neri drives in. Anelka again. How is Anelka tackling us? Perez now tries to go for a shot, and it is blocked. It's going to be another corner to us. From the 70th minute to the 80th minute has been non-stop action. And we still have time to turn this around, but it's looking very much like we are going to have 3rd place in this one. Unless we can find a goal now, just to bring us back into it. Hoffland tries, but it bobbles along into the goalkeeper's hands. McKinley once more with another corner. 4 minutes to go. He puts it into the front post. Nobody's there to find it. A common theme again is that. But Daly goes for the shot. It hits the crossbar back down to Gillespie. Can he find someone in the middle? No, he hits out to Perez, and that ends the highlight there. But so focused on this, we haven't actually made substitutions. That is a big mistake for me there. Let's get a load of players off that are absolutely lacking energy now. So Arsenal swing into Montenegro. He can't get to it, but Neri's got 2 players on him. And, well, luckily for us, their headers don't find anyone else. Gillespie now trying to run forward. He's not got much energy left. Finds McCarthy in the middle, but is tackled. Closer finds Janssen on there. Was it a goal? Is it offside? It is a goal with 1 minute to go pending extra time. So we could still get a draw from this. You can see McCarthy, I think it was Petit that got to it. It landed closer, and then obviously passed it straight to Janssen for a goal. Really great stuff there, and I can't really complain. But at the same time, I want to see us get another goal, and I don't think we're going to manage with 5 minutes left. So this time we're on the receiving end of it. We were the team with the better stats, and we couldn't finish it. They had 67% passes completed. They really relied on the counter-attack, and I didn't do enough to stop that. But we're going to support the guys. You know, it's still a third place over what it could have been. Yeah, they expect heavy defeat. So, out of the game that we've lost, it's been barely. And there you go. Liverpool have secured that there. Where did they? 2-0 to them in the end. Yeah, we had the second best goal difference, which is something pretty spectacular in itself anyway. And, oh, there we go. So close on another 2 assists. Blackburn received 34 million when Arsenal booked UEFA Cup ticket. So I wanted to mention, as I talked about in the game, Klose's goal and assist ratio. Well, look at this, 12 goals, 5 assists in 13 games with 6 off the bench. So a total of 19 games there and 17 contributions. That's pretty good going for the 20-year-old. And honestly, his stats are amazing. I really can't wait to get more out of him. This is only the beginning for Klose. So it's only been 4 days since our game with Arsenal, and here is the UEFA Cup final. Let's see what the team's looking like for this one. So this is generally, as I said before, been the squad we use for the UEFA Cup. A lot of those unregistered players. The only significant change really to this is that Kenna is coming in for Perez on that right wing back position, only because Perez is constantly getting tired now at the end of the games because he's not having the chance to recover. So we might bring him on second half, but to start at least be Kenna, who's not been a bad player. He's been a decent backup, but no more than that. I wouldn't generally look to start him. Klose is going to be in that pressing forward position. Janssen in the attacking forward position. You can see from their last 5 games, there's a reason we're playing these two. They've been a great partnership. And Alan Sutter comes back into the team only because overall, he may not have had the last best 5 games. He has been really good for his goal and assist contributions. And I kind of need that in this one. So here we are at the Puskás Arena in Budapest in Hungary. And, well, one thing I forgot to mention was that Chris Sutton has returned. He's not fully fit, but he is on the bench. A really, really strong attacking player. We can bring him on. And, in fact, he can actually play in defence. If you remember from a couple episodes ago, he had been a defender for us for a little bit while we rotated things around. That is the Fiorentina team we're coming up against. Not anyone I really recognise in the team, although you can see their sub bench is a lot more full than ours. That's just a part of, unfortunately, what has happened with our squad registration. Obviously, we disabled the transfer window at the start of the season, so all our signings came in January, and that hurts a little bit with only being allowed 3 new signings. And, well, here we go. The UEFA Europa League, it says. It is the UEFA Cup for us, but we'll take the banners anyway. Let's see what we can get in this one. And a highlight near enough straight away has us on the attack. Kenna bringing the ball through the middle. Odd for a wing-back to be doing that. And, well, it's been lost by Sutter there. Re-tackled by Klose. And, well, it was good work from the attacker, but it's been lost with a kind of wayward pass. We really need to be careful. These are some awkward passes and headers I'm seeing. Hopefully that's not a sign of what this highlight is. McKinley now finds Gillespie. There is Ken on the overlap. Can McKinley find him? No, he goes back to Daly, who then finds Kenna, who's been blocked a little by the defence, but Klose is found. How he has reached that, I have no idea. The first goal in the cup final goes to Miroslav Klose. Oh my god, I can't even get my words out now. This ball from Daly, I didn't think Kenna would be found, and then honestly, I thought their fullback had it covered. But Klose jumped over 2 defenders to secure that first goal. Oh, what a feeling it is. It's quite interesting to see that the focus of attacks on our data has only just popped up with one down the middle. So both teams playing on the wings. And that's going in our favour at the moment. They may have more shots, but we are definitely in control of the ball a lot more. As a highlight started, I went to change the instruction. I've put early crosses on. If we're both focusing down the wings that much, I don't want to be working the ball into the box. I think we can just overload it with players and then swinging across like we did. Peacock now playing out from the back with the right helper right there. Davidson tries to find Janssen in the middle, but surrounded by players was an awkward choice. Klose, though, again, is the one to recover the tackle. And Matt Janssen is found by Gillespie. It is 2-0. To Blackburn against Fiorentina, and well, both our in-form strikers have scored, and that really shows you what they're all about at the moment. You can see here, Rui Costa tries to get the ball forward, but Klose had already closed him down. Gillespie could see Janssen making the run, and Gillespie actually pulled 2 defenders away. So they are trying, I think, some form of pressing tactic, but it is dragging too many of their players away from really where they should be. And I'm not going to complain. That's what they want to do. That'll give us more goals. With halftime starting to approach, we've still got another highlight. It was Kenna trying to take the ball forward. It doesn't find anyone in a red shirt. McKinley with a beautiful tackle. Sutter now puts over the top to Janssen. Oh, it's filthy from Janssen. I love it. Oh, Fiorentina, you are going down in a sinking ship. Well, let's just look at that goal again. It was so good. McKinley started off with a great tackle, and only a few passes later, Sutton dinks it over, and then Janssen dinks it over Toldo, and it bounces on through. This is going the way we'd want it to. The fact that we've got a few players not registered for this competition shows that we maybe should be aiming for Champions League, which is what we've earned now through this competition and through the Premier League. We go straight into another highlight, though. And it might go Fiorentina's way this time. I'm not too bothered to come up to half-time. What a beautiful tackle it was from Janssen. Close and I holds it a little bit. Gillespie tries to find Janssen, but Repka does hold on to it. I thought he maybe took an oversized touch. Closer, though, to Janssen. And, oh, it's just wide of the post. This link-up play is really showing itself now. Half-time is 3-0. We can't cut ourselves out yet. I'm sure Fiorentina will be eager to come back, but at the moment, well, I like what I'm seeing. I like it a lot. McAteer puts it forward, but Repka is the one to clear it away. It wasn't going to work this time over the top. Now Fiorentina trying to break through the middle, but unfortunately, not unfortunately, Edmundo with a great tackle. I think it was Daly, just took a touch that was quite heavy, which is a common theme for what I've seen in this season so far. And yeah, that was very close. Peacock clears it on the front post there, and there's a fly in my way. That is not good. I missed that. Fiorentina, though, I think nearly got the goal, and it goes into another corner. Rui Costa over this one. Puts it far post this time, and Curtis, was it not what can't be his name? Was it Curtis? But it was great stuff from Wright to save that. It was Coyce. Sandro Coy. Toldo with the ball forward. It is the 70th minute now. We'll be looking to make some substitutions soon. Davidson go driving forward. I was going to say going through the middle once again. My wingback's loving to go through there. Found Closer, who was in acres of space, and Janssen nearly gets the rebound from the keeper, parrying it out. But not quite a 4th goal yet. Chris Sutton has done a lot for us, so it'd be a shame not to let him play in the final. So he's come on in a defensive position for Peacock, who wasn't performing too well. Hopefully he can try and sneak in with a header or something. As I speak about it, a corner comes in, and Sutter was the one that went up for it, but he doesn't get it. Sutton, though, on the edge of the box, finds McKinley, who's going to try and throw it in. It's Janssen. It can't be found, though. And now Perez has the ball, who we've also just brought in. He tried to go for it himself. Toldo, though, has some good hands there for that one. 5 minutes to go now, and I think this is going to be it. I can't see any way back for Fiorentina. And Blackburn Rovers in 99 are going to be UEFA Cup winners. Come on, boys, let's see the celebrations. It's beautiful. We've done it. They all go up for their medals, and we'll get to see the trophy celebration in just a minute. We have only had really one scary moment, and that was against Benfica, who were probably the toughest opposition we were going to come across. And we somehow did beat them. There we go, celebrations for Blackburn in Hungary. And that is a full stadium. I hope we'll check the attendance after, but I reckon there was some good travelling supporters there. Look at them dancing, enjoying it. I think this just highlights how key Wright has been as a signing and where we were going wrong at the first half of the season, where we weren't doing badly, but we were conceding a lot. That just sounds at 9 saves, 8.3 rating. We're going to praise him for that. It was absolutely amazing. So that is going to be it for the Season 1 end of this episode. It has been absolutely fantastic. We have a UEFA Cup win now. We can't be much happier than that. We got 3rd place in the Premier League with 2 wins today and a loss against Arsenal, but a very competitive game. It has been so good. Remember to make sure to like and subscribe if you're enjoying this series, and let me know down below, as I said, what you want to see, if anything, of a kind of overview of the players from this season. If not, just let me know what you've thought of it so far, any players you thought have stood out to you. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.